So you know what's crazy? How life has turned into a complete subscription. And I don't like that. I really do not like how life is just a full-blown subscription. You got to get health insurance and subscribe to it in order to cover, let's say you have an accident, or to get new glass. Yeah, I think that's all covered. Well, I guess it depends what type of health insurance you got to. But yeah, to get new glasses, or let's say, you just want to get a regular checkup, need the health insurance. Otherwise, you paying a decent amount out of pocket. It's really absolutely insane that we have to pay for healthcare, considering doctors, they take oaths and stuff where it's like, they're supposed to help people, care about people. And I know it's not the doctor's fault. It's literally the whole system, but it just does not make sense. Then there's also car insurance you gotta subscribe to, which I was talking to my fiance recently about this, and it does not make any sense to me at all. And the thing that does not make sense to me is the fact that every single month you pay car insurance. Why is it that this insurance does not cover, let's say you need brakes, let's say you need a new battery? Shoot, even an oil change, to me, I'm like, with how much people pay monthly, where let's say you don't get in any accidents, or you don't have any reason why your insurance should increase, where it's like you did something wrong, I feel like that should roll over and cover stuff to actually support and ensure your car gets you to point A to point B, or like covering tires. It just does not make sense that is not a thing within these subscriptions that we have. And I know, normally when people think of subscriptions, they think of like, oh, Netflix, Crunchyroll, Hulu, stuff like that, or cable, phone bill. But it's just like, life is a big subscription. And it would make sense if we were subscribing to things that were beneficial legitimately. Let's say, even though I still think food should be free, let's say, for example, recently, I want to say it was Applebee's had this, it wasn't a giveaway, but it was like a limited amount of people could get it. So this past week, right, Applebee's had a subscription plan for $200, and it was called the Date Night Pass. And pretty much it offered couples 52 weeks of date nights. So you pretty much were going to get an offer up to $30 towards the cost of food and non-alcoholic beverage for a week. And subscriptions like that, I actually, I'm like, that's pretty cool. But that sold out in like 60 seconds from what people are saying. Well, from what this article I was reading was saying. Sold out in 60 freaking seconds. And this was on CNN. And I like food, first of all, but I just feel like, subscriptions like that, give me a little food subscription. Ooh, I just pay a fee to get some actual meals or something. I feel like that could be great for people who want to save money or don't have the money to really be spending on meals like that. For example, like, I think Taco Bell had a subscription at one point too. I feel like it was Taco Bell or Subway. Somewhere had a subscription where it was like, you get a decent amount of sandwiches in the week or the month or something like that. And I like stuff like that. That's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about life and the way it's so much stuff you got to subscribe to. You got to subscribe to jobs where these companies want you to work these jobs for forever, but you're not getting no type of real legitimate growth, benefits, and money that can actually cover all of your bills. And I think that's the thing that's frustrating the most. Why is it that you pay for stuff, but you're not really reaping the rewards of stuff? How is this making my money really work for me? It just be giving scam. I'm sure these people that created these subscriptions understand this, are aware of this, but it is definitely baffling that this is life. When I was younger, I don't know, this is not what I expected. I'm in my 30s now, and really reflecting on things and my thought process when I was younger. I know times were completely different in the 90s. and my concept of things were different. Don't get me wrong, you know, I watched a variety of shows like Moesha, Girlfriends when I was like young, like middle school teenager. Probably shouldn't have been watching it, but you know, really thinking about it, or elementary school too, but really thinking about it, it's just really insane actually living as an adult, grown up. I'm an adult and I can't grasp it. I really cannot grasp the fact that I am an adult and life is a subscription. It's not giving what I thought it was gonna give. And don't get me wrong, there are some things financially I don't have control over some things, but at the same time, really, like for example, student loans. I'm not gonna hold y'all. If I had really thought things through when I was younger, I probably would have still went to school, even though I don't use my degree. I feel like a lot of people I know do not use their degree. They're doing something completely different. But at the same time, I really wish I would have used my refund checks to do specific things. But I didn't know. You know, back then, I wasn't really thinking about things from a more knowledgeable perspective. I was just going through life, just living, existing, trying to figure things out. My first time actually doing adult stuff. I was just trying to get the grasp of who am I? I mean, shoot, I'm still trying to figure that out completely. Like, I have a gist of who I am, but it's things that I'm just trying to come to terms with, reinvent myself with, and things I want to try. But at the same time, you know, within thinking about the subscriptions, the different ones that we have within life, it's just a lot of too much focus on paying and not enough focus on enjoying. And I need to get back into that. Because don't get me wrong, actually, I can't even say that. I'm not going to say I'm a super happy person because your girl pessimistic. But at the same time, I'm like realistic pessimistic to a degree. And it's more so me being realistic pessimistic with myself versus with other people. I could be way more hopeful for other people if I don't necessarily know their situations. Like, I hate to say it, but I am definitely one of those people where if someone tells me something, I'm not going to share certain information with you. But in my head, if someone tells me something about what they're doing, in my head, I'm calculating, did you think about this? Did you think about this? Did you think about that? But I don't want to be a party pooper on someone else's dreams unless they ask me specifically, because a lot of times that can create doubt in other people. So I try to keep those thoughts to myself unless someone asks me, or if I feel like it's something that legit could be beneficial to them knowing right now, or I'll send them some information like, hey, you should think about this, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to get better within being more positive within myself and more hopeful, and just the focus is currently on enjoying life while also being responsible. But I don't want to be just so focused on paying bills that I don't enjoy life at all, because then, not to say what's the point of living, but it's like, you know, it's very much, why would you be stressed out your entire life not enjoying it? You only get one life. And, you know, so many people will look at it like, oh, people don't want to work, or people don't want to do this and this. No, it's not the fact that people don't want to work. It's just the fact that people don't want to waste their entire lives working to the ground for companies that don't care about them for real or can replace them instantly. The community is not there anymore. Back in the day, even before I was born, I would hear about people working for companies for like 30 to 50 plus years where they were retired there. But we don't have that no more, because a lot of these companies don't care about us. You used to, back in the day, before I was born, people could have one job and make ends meet, bro. A factory job, or shoot, a salesman. I mean, some people still do make it, but nowadays you could barely get full-time hours, or if you do get full-time hours, you're not making enough money. Then, you know, you want to ask for increasing minimum wage, and the moment they increase minimum wage, it's a problem. Oh, inflation, we got to inflate it because We can't have regular smegular everyday people making enough money to afford things because the rich have a problem. It's just very insane concept. I'm not gonna lie. It just really be giving greed. It be giving, y'all don't really be messing with us. Y'all don't really care about us. I don't know. It's just very interesting to see the way people move. And then you realize a lot of people are very self-involved, self-absorbed. They're not thinking about everybody else. They only think about themselves. And I don't know. Life is subscription and it's insane to me. And we really just be monthly rent, cost of living in the house, paying for our car insurance, gas. If something happens to your car or the place where you stay, gotta get it fixed. Paying for food every month. Paying for your phone bill every month, paying for whatever reoccurring bills, student loans, health insurance, life insurance. Because don't forget, if you don't have life insurance, it'll be a problem after you die. It's just, I don't know. It just be leaving a nasty taste in my mouth where it's like, why is it so ghetto here? Why is it so ghetto? Like, literally, that's all I can say. It's really given ragged, poor, broke down. You know, it's given inconsistent. And then the job market is trash. And I don't want to bring people down. But at the same time, I'm just really sitting here like... And I think it just upsets me, too, when people be talking about, you could do this, you could do that. And it's like, the job market. You see what it's looking like? You see what it's giving? And then you see where certain places of where our like tax dollars are going to. I'm not about to talk about that, but it just be having me side eye like, what's happening here? Why are people so selfish, so involved with what they got going on? The lack of consideration for others, the citizens. You know, what about everybody else? It's very, I don't even know how to describe it because it's like that practically everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, other countries do have free health care, but you'd have to have the money to move to another country, obviously. And don't get me wrong, America has some things that are beneficial, you know what I'm saying? But it's just very, I don't know, it's very telling. I mean, also, you know, I'm black, so... It's just ghetto. It's not giving. I'm gonna watch some Arthur. Get me in a better mood. And I know y'all probably looking at me like, you're 30-something, you watch Arthur. I still watch cartoons. Because I don't know. And you know, for me, I still will watch cartoons mainly because it be giving me nostalgic vibes. And also, rewatching cartoons you used to watch as a kid is hilarious because you can actually... see certain things that you did not catch as an adult. I mean, when you were a kid, as an adult. But yeah, life's a weird place when it comes to money, finances. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I really wasn't going anywhere with this. It just don't be adding up. It don't be clicking for me. It just be giving raggedy. And that's really all I got to say.